I'm Father Sahaya G. Selvam. I'm the Executive Director of Don Bosco Development Outreach Network, which is a registered Don Bosco under the Solutions of Don Bosco Trustees, Kenya. And today we are happy that we've been able to launch a 5-year plan, Integral Ecology Comprehensive Plan from 2026 to 2030. It was well attended. It was a special invitees event, and we had almost 80 people well participated, very encouraging. So this integral ecology plan covers 6 pillars, which is inspired by Pope Francis's integral ecology plan under the Laudato Si program. It is also inspired by the agenda of Don Bosco Global. The first pillar is energy management. Second pillar is carbon management. Third pillar is water management. Fourth pillar is waste management. Fifth pillar is sustainable agriculture. And the sixth is ecological conversion. And we had special speakers on the Laudato Si. We had speakers from India on the Don Bosco response to environmental crisis. And also I did the presentation of the plan before it was launched. We look forward to working with partners who are in these spaces of the 6 pillars, in energy management, carbon management, in water management, waste management and agriculture, and also those who are involved in ecological education with young people, that we can take this plan forward. We are a non-profit charity foundation. Therefore, we like to work with like-minded people. Highlights of this plan: we want to go off the national grid for electricity by 2028. We want to focus on harvesting at least 60% of our roof water in our 14 institutions across Kenya. We want to recycle grey water and wastewater at least up to 60% in the 5-year plan. We want to plant 500,000 trees, most of which will be agroforestry, avocado and macadamia trees, working with young farmers because youth are our highlight and our focus. And we want to establish and strengthen green clubs in all our institutions. The green clubs will act as a locus for ecological education and interventions among young people who are our target. Potentially, we are talking about 40,000 beneficiaries, direct beneficiaries, who are accessible through our 14 centers across the country. So we thank you for your cooperation, and we look forward to working together with partners. Each of our pillars, the 6 pillars, has 3 sections: principles, processes and projects. Often NGOs tend to jump on projects because of availability of funds or wanting to make an intervention. But when we jump on projects without understanding the problems around ecology and environment, and embracing a lifestyle in terms of policies, those we call processes, then projects could solve one problem while creating another. Let us take, for example, one issue. We know that Lake Victoria is covered with a lot of hyacinth. What is happening there? We need to understand the principles in the nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen that is in fertilizers and even organic manure that is used in our shambas, they are carried by water bodies to this great lake, Lake Victoria. And this nitrogen in the Lake Victoria enables hyacinth, which is a weed, to grow efficiently and to threaten fish life. So what we need is education first of how we are managing our fertilizers, how we are managing our even natural slurry, organic slurry. Secondly, we need projects. So in our agricultural projects, We are going to be very sensitive to this, not only empowering communities that are accessible to us in our neighborhood, but also in our own 2 centers that we have in agricultural training, and we are in the process of establishing a 3rd one in Siaya County. And in our own agricultural production units, we want to be sensitive to the nitrogen cycle and the carbon cycle. So this is just an example of what is contained in our 5-year plan. In Kenya, water is a challenge. Among the arid and semi-arid areas in the northern districts of northern counties of Kenya, people have to go miles to collect water. Even across in Machakos and Makueni counties, water is a challenge. And as development takes place, those who are able are digging boreholes. And sometimes boreholes, just because maybe you fix a solar powering and water is taken out of the underground stream for your supply system without a big cost because of solar investment, we tend to waste a lot of underground water. Underground water is not an infinite resource. As we know, in Cape Town in South Africa, they lack underground water. It's completely depleted. In certain districts in India, because of over irrigation for the rice fields using underground water has been depleted. Kenya, given the trouble that we have already, we need to be more careful about the use of underground water. First of all, to strengthen preserve the marsh areas that are the feeders to the underground water streams. Secondly, in the use of underground water, we have to be more conscientious that we need to use it as long as we should and we can. And sometimes it needs simple lifestyle changes. Just because there is water in the tap, do I let my water go down? How do I preserve? As I am waiting for hot water to come out of the shower, can I put a bucket or a karai there and capture that cold water and reuse that cold water? And greater sensitivity is needed across so that we don't reinvent the wheel and we don't find solutions to crisis, but we prevent them. This plan is for Kenya, but we want to replicate across other countries. As our global person in charge of integral ecology at the Don Bosco Global has pointed out, we are the first among the Don Bosco network to develop in Kenya an integral ecology plan, and we have officially launched it. So using this model, we are willing to work with other countries, not only in the Don Bosco network, but also other faith-based organizations and civic society to develop systematic integral ecology plans governed by principles, processes, and projects so that it is comprehensive enough.
Okay. There was a KCCB representative. That means you're working together with KCCB.
We had representatives from KCCB. We had representatives from Laudato Si network in Kenya. So these are we were also graced by presence from the Jesuit Development Network in Kenya, though they were present online. We want to work with like-minded people in terms of creating a ripple effect, because integral ecology needs a comprehensive plan, and every player has to come on board.
Last year you spearheaded the Shrine to Shrine walk. Is this something you want to repeat, and what was the achievement of that as far as this is concerned? Briefly, maybe you can just talk about that walk in a second, and then you tell us.
We thank Zalendo Media for supporting us on the Shrine to Shrine walk last year, where we walked 224 kilometers in 8 days, and we raised 10 million shillings to build a youth spirituality center at the heart of Nairobi here at Upper Hill. And there was also a lot of learning out of that walk, even in connection to the integral ecology that we are talking about. We walked along Nyandarua County, where there is waru, as they say in Kikuyu, potatoes, and a lot of milk. But a lot of unemployed youth are hanging around the road that we greeted, we talked to, we engaged in conversation with. And I hope Don Bosco directly and with other partners can reach out to those young people in preserving their land, returning them to sustainable agriculture in terms of agribusiness and agri-tech. So one of the inspiring experiences that I had in terms of a future project along the Nyandarua County is to bring young people to agriculture, not using the term agriculture, but using terms like agribusiness, agri-tech, even as we launch our third training center for agri-tech and agribusiness in this country.
Now, finalists, before you run out of energy, since you are now a Kenyan and you speak Kiswahili, just tuambie na kwa Kiswahili what you have done today.
Kwa hiyo kwa Kiswahili tunaweza kusema kwamba leo tumezindua kama mpangilio ambao utaleta mabadiliko katika mambo ya kutunza mazingira katika nchi yetu kama taasisi za Don Bosco. Taasisi za Don Bosco ziko 14 katika Nairobi, mjini Nairobi, tena mashinani. Na mipangilio huu, mikakati tulioweka leo italeta mabadiliko makubwa kati ya vijana, kati ya waumini wetu katika makanisa yetu na kati ya watu majirani yetu. Na tunaamini kabisa kwamba tunaweza kuleta mabadiliko kwa kutokana na elimu tunayotoa, vile vile miradi tutakayokuwa tunatekeleza. Asanteni sana.